How's it going, guys? We are here with another episode of Stock versus Not. We had just wrapped up Honda, and today we are in the Americas again, or the United States, if you will. And as you can see, today's episode is going to be a quiet one. We are in a Tesla Model 3 Performance, the 2023 model. This is the first EV we have on this list, I believe. And yeah, so let's hop into the car settings and see what we have going on spec wise. It doesn't really give you much. Someone probably knows the actual numbers for this, but according to the game, we are at 582 performance points, 531 horsepower. Torque is not listed here for some reason. Weighs a hefty 4,000 pounds thanks to the dual motor batteries. Looks like it is a 3D3 and a 3D6. That makes sense to somebody else as well too. It does come with sports hards tires. As for the ranking board, what is this going up against? It is up against the likes of the things like the SRT Hellcat, the Vipers, the GTRs, the F-Type, and the NSX. So it's gonna be a good spread. Let's see how this all-wheel drive EV handles. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, I could care less for this car, but it's on the list, so we have to do it. So you can see here, the dash has the Mars landscape background going on. There's one of the Easter eggs you can get on these Teslas. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's honk the horn. Horn honks. Alright, no gears to shift. We are full EV. We have no brakes. I actually did not do that on purpose, folks. I really thought that it could brake at the 100-meter board. It turns out you cannot. So let's do let's consider this a feeler lap and see what else we can get out of this. Ooh. Okay, hold on. This is a little bit of a handful. I was not expecting it to be like this. At the time of filming this as well, I am using the Logitech G29 pedal set that has been modified. So, I don't know if anyone actually pays attention to my inputs. You might notice a little bit of a difference when it comes to how the modulations and the brake pedal input show up now. And Gran Turismo 7's physics update, along with some other bits and pieces, 1.49 I believe, that is also in effect as well too. So some of the physics of the driving here have changed as well. So keep that in mind as we go through this episode. Yeah, let's see if I can actually get a decent lap out of this, because this is absolutely horrible. And I've seen these Model 3s at an autocross, and they're no slouch, and they handle fairly well. So I don't know what the heck is going on with me, but these tires are not helping keep this car on track. Alright. Yeah, the opening lap was at 113. Let's see what we're going to be at here. 59 second. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see if we can get lap number 3 somewhat in a better spot. Let's brake a lot earlier. You need all that space to stop this car. And it's mostly probably because of the weight of it. The car just understeers a lot too. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about the Tesla. Real life, they kind of make me nauseous. Something about, like, it's the weird, like, I think it's the sensation of moving but not having any sound. Always gets me nauseous, whether either if I'm sitting in it or even just like actually driving it. I can't really drive it for too long. And I've done it, like, I've tried out the 3, the Y. I think I've been in the X before as well. well too. Alright, opening lap was a 57.985. So, let's go ahead, hop out of here. Let's see where that put us on the leaderboard to begin with. Tesla. Where are we? Number 9 on the leaderboard, just coming in behind the Viper GTS and the SRT Hellcat. It did beat out the GTR. Horsepower wise, they're roughly about the same. 564 on the GTR, 531 on the Tesla. Obviously the Tesla is a little heavier. So let's go ahead, switch up cars and see what we got going on. So in this one we have 564 horsepower, and let's go into the what's it called, the settings here. So what do we have? 722 performance points, 564 horsepower, so a little bit of a bump. We are significantly lighter at 2,791 pounds, actually weighing somewhat of a decent vehicle to whip around the track. We are on racing soft tires. Here is our alignment settings we're dealing with. No differentials available. We do have some downforce going on. Only quote-unquote engine upgrade you can do is the customizable computer. So we have essentially a tune on it, I guess. Bolt-ons, here we go. Obviously there's no engine, so you can't do anything there. And we have every single possible weight reduction setting available. Let's go to the ranking board. It's going to be under the 800 performance point, which is going to put it up against the likes of cars making 800 horsepower and 1,000 horsepower, I believe. Is there anything with 1,000 horsepower here? Yep. So, what does that mean? I have no idea. Looks like to be top of the leaderboard, we have to be somewhere in the 48s. I don't know if this car has it. Even the Z made 900 horsepower, that cut a 50. The Civic, 500 horsepower was a 50, so maybe a 49 second lap, I don't know. Let's take a quick, oh jeez, I want to show you guys this thing did not give me any chance to stop. Goodness. Okay, just want to show you the outside first, because we do got some exterior mods. The car itself, I like the way how Teslas look. I'm not gonna lie, they are a good looking car. They are a car. With the aero bits, this looks pretty cool. Diffuser, the wing, the skirts and everything. It's a good car. I like this color. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So let's go ahead and override this again. Racing soft tires are slippery stuff. So still a little wobbly through there. Get this thing. It is handling a lot better now. It's a lot more confidence inspiring. I guess I could take this time to talk to you about the pedals, because I think, yeah, the last video I have on here is the how to do pedal mod on the G29. So let's really see that. So, I was thinking about the pedal. I like it so much. The brake, actually, it's firm, but one thing that I noticed so far is that the amount of input I have to give the brake to get full braking on this game is a lot different. So before, if you use the G29 pedals, but you would have to do just stuff to really know what I'm talking about. The brakes are a lot more responsive, I guess, is what I want to say. Which allows you to kind of fine-tune it a lot better, because you're no longer playing this weird balancing game with the brakes, especially when you're trying to do stuff like trail braking. I found myself, depending on the race or like a time trial, I would have to almost be on the throttle and the brake to keep the car balanced, because there's such a decline on the brakes. And basically that's what allowed to keep the car in balance for the most part. But now I can solely rely on the brake pedal for all that stuff. This car does take well to modifications, just like how the shop is now. Handles a lot nicer. It's taking this to realize that was my mistake there. One more lap, see where we get out of it. So we're not going for 50, lap 6, so let's see if we can get this done. Definitely got us somewhere on the leaderboard. Is it enough to be on the top 10 though? That is the question. I don't think so. I think we're all in the 48s at this point. Yeah, all the 48s in the top 10. But as for this leaderboard here, it just beat out the Sylvia, and it's behind the Ford GT. So not a bad car when it comes to its time, very respectable. And it's crazy because there was really no engine modification done to it. It was just basically an engine computer and just suspension and handling and tires and whatnot. So there you have it, folks. The Model 3 Performance. I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. I'll catch you guys in the next one.